Hello, my friend, and welcome back. With this video, we're going to talk about the verbs to travel to fly to, and to drive to. Let me share the slides with you as usual, and let's dive into action. Now, this is a interesting topic because it's something that I never mentioned at the beginning of my student's journey because it's pointless at the very beginning. At the very beginning, you guys are forced to learn something way more useful than to travel to fly to, and to drive to. However, it's now time for you to understand these three verbs because you can have some sort of confusion in your head when you hear people in Italy talking about traveling, flying, and driving to a destination. And what I mean by that, you're gonna get it in a second. So, if I ask you to give me the translation of these verbs, you probably would say that viaggiare a is the translation of to travel to. You probably would say that to fly to is translated into volare a. And you would probably tell me that to drive to is guidare a. Not too bad in the sense that people, the individual, talking to you in a conversation in Italy would probably understand you, will understand you, not probably, not would probably, definitely people will understand you, but it's not what Italians actually say. And I know it's frustrating, but it is what it is, right? So again, at the very beginning of your journey, this is not a mandatory topic, but now you might want to absorb this new piece of knowledge. Okay, so instead of using viaggiare a, volare a, guidare a, you should implement andare. So to travel to, you should translate it with andare a, like if it was to go to. To fly to, it's going to be now in your personal arsenal. It's going to be andare in aereo a, which basically is to go by plane to. And to drive to, from now on, it's going to be andare in macchina a, which is to go by car to destination XYZ. Okay. Why is that? It is what it is. Again, don't ask yourself too many questions. Of course, as usual, ask me all the questions that you want to ask me, but it is what it is in this case. Okay. So when you want to express the concept of traveling to a destination, flying to a destination, drive to a destination, then you're gonna implement andare at some capacity, or just andare a, which translates to travel to, or andare plus a mean of transportation. It's very important here, and this is the tricky part, to focus your attention on the preposition to, on the fact that you are having a destination. Okay? Let's take a look at this, a couple of examples. We must drive to Rome, and from there we'll be able to fly to Berlin, which is going to be translated with dobbiamo andare in macchina a Roma. Andare is in infinitive because it's after must, and as you know, must, can, and want are always followed by infinitive. If you don't remember that, please go back and watch the videos about CMW, can, must, and want. But anyways, andare by car a Roma, e da là potremo o possiamo andare, up to you if you want to use the future tense, or as you know, we can hack it with the present tense. Possiamo doesn't really matter. Possiamo andare in aereo a Berlino. Okay, to fly to Berlin, andare in aereo. Drive, andare in macchina a Roma. Secondo esempio, the second example is tomorrow I will travel to Madrid. Domani andrò, or vado, a Madrid. Not viaggiare. Okay? Cool. Now, it doesn't mean that we are never going to use viaggiare, volare, or guidare, which are obviously the literal translation of to travel, not to travel to travel, to fly, and to drive. Of course not. These three translations, viaggiare, volare, and guidare, are part of the Italian vocabulary. They exist 100%. So we use these verbs when we are actually talking about the action itself. There are other usages, okay? There are other case scenarios when we are supposed to use them. For instance, if we are dealing with other prepositions, not the preposition to, also with preposition to, but different minor scenarios that you can ignore. I was saying, yeah, we can use them with other prepositions or when basically they are by themselves. For instance, in 2013 I traveled a lot. Nel 2013 ho viaggiato molto, and I know travel can be written with one L or two L, depends on your country. But anyways, in this case, we use viaggiare or passato prossimo viaggiato because the focus is on the action of traveling, not traveling to a destination. Okay, so yeah, in this case, to travel or traveled, it's by itself. Let's say, okay, like I was saying 30 seconds ago, viaggiare, volare, and guidare are never. Pardon me, there is a typo here. They are never followed by preposition a. They're either by themselves, like in this case, or are followed by something else. Something else, for instance, preposition da, per. I traveled for many years. Ho viaggiato per molti anni. Okay? I've been traveling non-stop since 2012. Ho viaggiato non-stop. Non-stop doesn't have any translation. Da 2012, whatever I said. Okay? And so on. But preposition a, travel to, fly to, drive to, not really. Okay? So give me this one. During the summer and fall of 2018, every week I flew to Manchester to train my wrestling skills. Summer is estate, which is feminine. Fall is autunno. To train is allenare. And wrestling skills are going to be translated abilità nel wrestling. Abilità is both singular and plural, feminine. It is what it is. It's a weird exception. I'm going to give you, let's say, 40 seconds for this one. Done? Awesome. The translation, my friend, should be: durante l'estate e l'autunno del 2018 ogni settimana andavo in aereo. I flew. Andavo is the imperfetto of andare. Why are we using imperfetto? At this stage you should know why. If not, go back and watch the video about imperfetto. But basically it's a habit sort of. Andavo in aereo a Manchester per allenare le mie abilità nel wrestling. Okay? Now, give me this one. John and Susan are traveling to Rome because from there tomorrow they'll fly to Madrid. Let's say they are traveling now. You should already have all the words here, the vocabulary. I will give you 30 seconds for this one. Done? Awesome. Translation should be, my friend, John and Susan stanno andando a Roma. Present continuous. Perché da là domani andranno in aereo, they will fly. I really hope you enjoyed that clip, and if you want to watch the full-length video, you can find it in my media library, which is part of my mentoring program. And if you are new to this channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Now, that being said, in the description box down below, you can find a few useful links to my mentoring program, to some free material, and so on. Have an amazing day, and I will see you very, very soon.